So I just want to make a quick adjustment or edit to the previous video I made on the Texas Hold'em poker hands with consecutive cards. I looked it up online to see if my probability matched what it would be or what the internet said, and the internet said it was that I was wrong. It said a 15.7% rather than a 14.5% probability of getting consecutive cards. And I thought, well, that's strange. What are they considering? Other cards dealt to other players, or how's that work? And then it occurred to me that aces can be used as a 1 or lower than a 2 if used in a straight hand. So you can have ace 2 3 4 5. Ace 2 3 4 5 is a straight hand apparently, which I don't know why that never occurs to me that that's a hand in poker in Texas Hold'em, but I looked it up and that is the rule. The ace is technically the highest ranking card, higher than a king. However, it can be used as a 1 if used in a straight, which I did not realize that, or I wasn't thinking about that when I made the last video. And so for that reason, the calculation I did in the last video is correct if you can't use the ace as a low card, if the ace is fixed as a high card. But if the ace can be used as a low card, then the probability changes slightly. And basically the probability is, or the calculation becomes a single calculation rather than 3 added together. And because if you're given a 2 first, you can then get a 3 or an ace as your second card. And so the probability of getting consecutive cards with a 2 first is exactly the same as all the other cards. Same with the ace. If you get an ace, you could get a king or you could get a 2. And so the probability of getting the second card consecutive to an ace is the same as all the other cards, like a 10 or a 5. You can get one on either side, which I did not realize. I did not incorporate that into the probability. So the calculation is correct with different rules. But with the actual rules of Texas Hold'em, what you actually have to do is take the probability of getting the first card, could be any card. So that's 52 out of 52 multiplied by the probability of getting the consecutive card, which there are 4 above and 4 below. So that's 8 out of 51. 8 out of 51. Now 52 out of 52 is really just 1. So it's an 8 out of 51, which turns out to be 0.157, and that's the 15.7% chance that I found on the internet, as opposed to the one that I calculated in the previous video. So I just wanted to point that out, that I was operating under a incorrect rule, correct calculation with an incorrect rule. This is the correct calculation with the correct rule. Okay, so just an edit there. But it was kind of a cool example with combining the different types of probabilities. You don't get that if you actually use the correct rule. So I made a mistake there, but anyway, it wasn't a mathematical mistake, it was a poker mistake. Kind of makes sense why I lose at poker a lot. Guess I don't know the rules.